Hey everybody, how is life treating you? This is your daily insight on life and love for May 13th, 2020, but it's also timeless, so wherever you're pulled to it in time, let me know what brings you here. Let me know if you want to book your own personal reading. I do have a sale going on. It's general, it's collective. If it doesn't resonate, don't force it. You can either let it fall away or ask for clarifications, but if it does resonate, go ahead and put that in either the comments or reach out in personal message. I love and appreciate every single one of you who has reached out, who has made contact. You guys are amazing, and this has been a lot of fun. And well, I'm going to kick this reading off with Wisdom of the Oracle. Colette Baron Reid, big fan of her work. So the basis of this part of the reading is deep knowing in reverse. Flexibility, chop wood in reverse. Poised in reverse. Breathe in reverse. Milk and honey, upright. A leg up in reverse, and then we have truth be told, upright. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. You have overworked yourself, so now it's working on replenishing your energies. And really, this is saying that you are deep-rooted. I don't want you to worry about becoming lazy, about becoming complacent with things getting smaller in your world. It's not you just talking about what kind of life you want to live, what kind of future you have, what went wrong. This isn't all just talk. I do see that this is a time where you're not ready to take this grand leap forward. It's a time of planning, a time of planting seeds. And with everything that has gone on, I feel like there is a lot of pressure on you. So you're feeling that pressure to move, which is making you squirm in your skin. And I get it, I understand, but you have to be completely blunt. You need to be completely honest, because what you are pushing up against is a lot of exterior structured pressure. You want something that's more free-flowing for you. You want to live your own authentic life, and not this idea of how you're supposed to be to another person. I don't care what the dynamic is. It could be a family member, it could be society, it could be even school. It doesn't matter what the dynamic. Stop reflecting how your life is supposed to be based on what another person is pushing on you. This is telling you to push back. You have to stand your ground. You have to be completely clear and deliberate what your intentions are, what your wants are. And if that is something that they can't handle, then you need to take the next step, and whatever that looks like for you. Only you will know how to navigate that moving forward. But you can't live this life to please others and only to feel like you're a failure all the time. When push comes to shove, spiritually knock them on their ass. I'm not telling you to physically harm a person. You are in a time of great creation. The slate has been wiped clean. Everything has grown silent. Everybody, if you're watching this from the future, again, it's the elephant in the room. How can you not talk about what's going on in the world? Everything shutting down, on lockdown, quarantine, all these things. It's a time of trying to take it easy. But if you're one of the frontline workers, I love you. I love you dearly. You're amazing. You're a badass freaking boss. But if you are not that person, this is a time of a la carte creation. You can really do and write anything that you want and take the next step into achieving that, because you see how quickly everything was pulled away. And you'll be damned if you are going to be put in that position again. And you'll be damned if you'll be living up to anyone's expectations and sacrificing your own joy, your own happiness, only to have it be this situation. It's bitter, sweet, it has its purpose. We're over it. So, this is telling you to reach out. This is telling you to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and take the next step. You're not ready to lunge into the future. The next step is more of a planning phase, and make it realistic, make it authentic to you. This is where, even in the silent time, it's like, oh, you know what? I can do this on top of it. You know what? I can add this on top of it. It's just a little bit more. those little bit mores add up. You'll never know how much pressure you're on until you have that final straw that cracks the breaks the camel's back. You got to pull away from it. And you have to see that you are not a workhorse. You don't need to do that. You don't need to have all that pressure. That's not going to be the giveaway of your success. I'm having a hard time with that cluster of words. But you see what I'm saying with this. It's not all or nothing. You're not a failure, and you've got to stop living up to others' expectations. It's utter bullshit compared to what you truly want, who you truly are. Stop being that character for them. And I do see that you're doing that while stopping the character thing. All right, Spirit. So I'm being pulled to daily guidance from your angels. Reward yourself. Yeah, treat yourself. All right. Notice the signs after reward yourself. Let's see what else wants to come out. Life purpose. Are you experiencing a pivot in your life? Is this going to be just a drastic change? This might involve a business partner, a new romantic partner, completely new career, or new friends. Your life purpose is drawing in because you are taking note of the signs and stepping into those. The more that you... Okay, I've been talking about this with a lot of people who've been reaching out recently because they've come across my videos. They're wondering if it's the algorithm. Life is an algorithm. Whatever you focus on, whatever you click on, whatever you are experiencing in that moment and accept as your truth, you are going to get more of that. Life is an algorithm. You are driving in by noticing the signs and playing out that algorithm, this life purpose, this pivot moment, this expansive part of yourself, these people that you're drawing in. That's really how the law of attraction works. It is conscious algorithm. So with what you're calling in, this is opening a lot of doors of opportunity because you are feeling stagnant, and this is not something that we are choosing to feed into. So after you've realized that you have knocked yourself down long enough with the bullshit noise of other people and of other wishes, you're going to start shaking yourself free of all of that conditioning. And I really see that you are already there, already doing that. Pay attention to the sign that is causing your expansion and follow that. This is leading you to the pivot, to the life purpose. And it's not even just one purpose. Again, remember, it's not everything on your plate. This is a huge pivot moment for a part of your life purpose that you will be spending an extensive time in. It's really important for your personal experience, what you are walking into. So be mindful of the people that you are bringing in. This is very innocent and protective. I feel like this has the Midas touch in it, so you can't screw this up. You have the doe in here, which is about the innocence, and the cougar, which is about protection and independence. And if these met in the wild, depending on who's hungry and who's not, one would probably eat the other, but let's keep it pure for this moment. The cougar is bound to protect this beautiful doe, and you see the angel protecting it. You see that it's everything turning into gold, and that you are a leader. This is telling you to be fearless, that this intention is pure, and that it's divinely protected, and that you don't have to be afraid with what direction you are going in. There's no fear. I really hope that that made sense. Where are these? Oh. So where are we going to next? No, I'm not feeling these. I'm actually feeling notes from the universe on love and connection. So, you're destined for greatness on the wings of love. Okay, cool. Have you found your person yet? Are you with your person? I dropped the card. Yeah. Love in spite of it all. Love doesn't have to mean near. So some of you, partnerships, friendships, soul tribe might be coming in from a distance. Whatever it is, it's going to cause this passionate eruption inside of you. And it's completely mutual. Ooh, almost dropped a third of the deck, and I am not bending down to get those. Oh, pull this part away right now. All right. So what we have is that you have options is meaningful, rock on. You aren't settling for any connections, any soul tribe. That is such a low vibration that we are not willing to step back into. We're not settling for anything in this life. If I could just make 2 wishes, I'd wish I could somehow convey to you the profound depths of my gratitude for every moment of your life. I'd also wish that you could somehow know the unimaginable importance, just as you now are, to the lives of so very many. And of course, I'd wish for more wishes. Oh shoot, the universe. That's so, that last part is so cheesy. If you're gonna wish for more wishes, wish for more either lamps or genies and then just go about it that way. But you have to realize how important you are. I get it. There are people who have had a lot more drastic things happen in their life and a lot more, considered what you would consider success, but why does that make you any less important? Why does that make your breath count less? You got to take away those titles and see them as the person that they are, as that spirit that they are. I heart you. If anyone ever really knew how much they were loved, not only from above, but by those in their life, there'd be little hearts drawn on everything, from wheelbarrows to skyscrapers to jumbo jets, and I so look forward to that day. I love seeing hearts, and actually that's a synchronicity and a sign and a symbol from a crossed over loved one of mine, my father, who died in 2016. I love it when I see them randomly. It lets me know that I'm on the right path. So I'm asking you, what sign or synchronicity have you noticed that's been long standing on your path, and how does that affect you, and where do you feel like it comes from? You will find what you seek. You are going to find the tribe, the love, the soul family that you seek, and it's not surrogate. It's not to be in a place of something else. This is genuine. This is your choice. These are relationships that you show up to every single day. This actually makes it a lot more intense and meaningful. Some people stick around because they feel an obligation. There's no sense of obligation. You are fulfilling a huge purpose. And this, with the love, with the passion, with the soul group that's coming in, this is a huge elevation for you. If you've ever suddenly found and been loved by someone amazing, awesome, and fun and fantastic, chances are astronomically that you will again. If you haven't found such a person, chances are you astronomically you will. You are going to find what you seek. Stop getting in your own way thinking it's not going to happen. That's not a test in the universe. You're just keeping it just out of arm's reach. Change is always good. Even though it's scary because it's like we're in the dark and we aren't afraid of the dark itself, but what's in the dark. It's the unknown. It's our survival instincts. You got to learn how to knock that one out. Danger is real. Fear is something that you can learn to control through time. Actually, the only effective way of changing another person is by changing yourself. It works every time, guaranteed. Although I'm kind of partial to who you are now. But who you are growing into being, that's pretty damn impressive. Love doesn't have to be near. You've got time. I'm gearing the last 4 of these through a relationship that is coming in. For some of you, this is coming in from a long distance or from a long time ago, and you need to stop pushing this idea that it's not going to happen. You have all the time in the world. This isn't a small fated event. This isn't going to be something that really has a short expiration date. This has long-term written in it. And this is calling for you to heal the past wounds, the past hurts, the past angst, because even though you went through those painful breakups in your life on whatever the dynamic is, it caused you to crack open your heart and see the depths of your love. And if you could love something that isn't meant for you, imagine the depths of the, oh God, the bottomless love that you would experience in something that is so true. So you are destined for this great love. You are destined for something that is not settling. You are destined for something that ascends with you. And that is coming into play. But you got to take off the time frame for it, because that's not going to serve you well at all. It's just going to give you a deadline that's going to make you anxious. And the closer that you get to it, it's going to project it further out, because the closer you get to the deadline, the more anxious you're going to be that it's never going to show up. Take off the deadline. You are evolution in action. And so is love. And it grows all the time. So I hope that this part made sense. Where are we going to next? Okay, this could be the one. Some of you have come across it. Even if you haven't quite met it yet, you've come across it. It could be at a distance. Pay attention to the red flags. What are you being cautioned with? Is this, again, you trying to solidify it and, put it in play before it's done? This is the person that is a soulmate to you. Right now, between now and coming together in, well, you're in separation from this person, either that or you were in separation for a very long time. In that time frame, what was coming up to be healed was family issues. Whatever your dynamic was in your upbringing, however you viewed love, this is all that was erased, and now you get to chart the waters on that. It could be, I talk about abandonment and neglect issues a lot, but this could also be just traditional views and values. A lot of you are breaking tradition and stepping into these unions because, again, you want something that is your own identity. Something where you don't have to have so many expectations on yourself. And this is causing you to forgive and learn, from those who really couldn't break a cycle, those who disapprove of you. It's not for you to hang on to. The forgiving and learning, you have to really learn to let down your guard, and that's only going to come as you face these little bubbles of anchors that are coming in and that are... I almost want to say little scars of whatever the hell you experienced. It's these little pains that are showing themselves to you so you can, see it for the whatever it was, the shit show that it was, the emotional trauma. There we go. Trauma that it was. And see how that is not your reality now. Pull the cord on it and project yourself into something greater. I want one more, Spirit. Give it. Give it. Keep an open mind. This is going to be unlike anything else you have ever experienced in relationship. You have got to let go of old conditionings in relationships. Let go of your expectations of relationships. And be very clear in what it is that you want. In what you will not put up with in a relationship. So this can actually have that loose navigation with it. But this, the opposing party on this, the counterpart in this, they are the magician. They are working with so many different tools. They can fit in any scenario, navigate it. They're like the Mercutio of the spirit world, of, tribes on, whatever your soul tribe looks like. It's different, and different, remember, is good. Change is good. You want this, and it's going to unfold beautifully. Don't push it. If you take a cake out of the oven before it's done, it's going to collapse. It's going to be gross. You're not going to eat it. Well, some of you might, but don't. I guess I'm going to close up this reading. Maybe? Nope. type? No. All right. You guys are going to start to get back into better sleeping patterns. You're going to start to allow, your body's going to start to get in its own biorhythm. Sleep is going to start to be obtainable again, and hallelujah. And then you got the High Priestess, you got the World, and you got the Eight of Cups. You're walking away from whatever is stressing you out in this, and whatever was your ailment, whatever toxic situation or life scenario. Hiccups, sorry. You're walking away from it. It's not going to be able to wrap its freaking claws around you again. You are unobtainable because you are gaining confidence, you are gaining power, and you are gaining, you know, empathy, compassion, ascension. You're gaining ascension, and then everything is falling into order in your world. You're walking away from all of this pain and anguish and healing. You're healing, getting into your High Priestess mode. I don't care what your gender is. That's moot point. But everything is coming into gear. Everything's going to be in working order, and it's going to be this constant state of flow of abundance. That's awesome. All right, power animal. Don't drop. I almost dropped it. Come on, one. Okay, so the rabbit, power, abundance, heroism, seasons, and cycles of life. In the Chinese zodiac, the rabbit is the most propitious sign. Those born under the rabbit are thought to have a considerable power. In many cultures, the rabbit is a lunar creature with feminine energies whose outline can be seen in the face of the full moon. Many Native American rabbit myths tell of a hare returning to the sun, returning the sun to the sky and restoring warmth and the patterns of day and night and the seasons and prosperity. The rabbit in this painting is Kaltis, the moon goddess venerated by the Greek peoples of Western Siberia. Although this goddess can assume many forms, the hare is sacred to her. So, stepping into your power, your abundance, you're in a new cycle of life. And hello, Age of Aquarius, make this magic happen. This platform's amazing, and walk away so you can receive this dream life of yours. It's going to take time. This isn't going to happen by tomorrow. Like, tomorrow's reading's not going to be like, all right, now it's done. Guess what? No, this is going to be flow. So I hope this resonated. I know that it's general, it's collective. So let me know if you need clarification. Let me know if you want to book your own personal reading, but let me know if this resonated. I love you all so very much. I'll see you guys for the 14th reading. And again, this is timeless. Definitely say hello and let me know where you are in the world. I'll talk to you all very soon. Until next time, stay safe, have fun. I love you all very much. Bye.